For your skin. The European Union, but he respects that decision and says this country's economy is in a good enough position to handle the economic storm that is forthcoming. He said he's been in touch with German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President François Hollande and has reiterated that this country will only trigger Article 50, that process to officially leave the EU only when it is ready, even though EU leaders are starting to pressure this country to do it as soon as possible. He's also putting forward a new EU committee, a new EU unit, he says, within the British civil service to lay the groundwork. Here's a bit of his speech to Parliament earlier.
Mr. Speaker, although leaving the EU was not the path I recommended, I am the first to praise our incredible strengths as a country. As we proceed with implementing this decision and facing the challenges that it will undoubtedly bring, I believe we should hold fast to a vision of Britain that wants to be respected abroad, tolerant at home, engaged in the world, and working with our international partners to advance the prosperity and security of our nation for generations to come. I have fought for these things every day of my political life. I will continue to do so, and I commend this statement to the House.
We've learned the time frame for the successor to David Cameron. That time frame has been moved up. The next prime minister will be named by September 2nd, and the official race could get underway as early as next week.
So, Thomas, lots of changes, lots of things happening. Scotland's leaders are playing a major role in the debate over how to proceed. What's their position?
It's been interesting to hear Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister of Scotland, say that the Holyrood Parliament in Edinburgh could refuse to give its consent to Brexit, which could hold things up in a big way. Nicola Sturgeon has also said that this Brexit vote could trigger a second referendum in Scotland on that region's independence, and that the process is already underway to lay the groundwork for that. Here's a bit of what Scottish National Party MP said in the House today.
In Scotland, Mr. Speaker, we voted to remain because we are a European nation. And it really matters to us that we live in an outward-looking country, not a diminished little Britain. In Scotland, we are now being told from Westminster that despite the majority against leave, we're going to have to do as we're told. We're going to be taken out of Europe against our will. Mr. Speaker, let me tell this House and our friends across Europe, we have no intention whatsoever of seeing Scotland taken out of Europe.
Tomorrow, David Cameron travels to Brussels to meet with other EU leaders to discuss the way forward. And oh, what an awkward meeting that promises to be, Andrew.
Yeah, I think you're right, Thomas. Thank you. The CBC's Thomas Egla in London. Now, as Thomas mentioned, David Cameron told the House of Commons that he's spoken by phone with several of his fellow leaders in the European Union. Tomorrow, he'll meet them face-to-face and address a meeting of the European Council. The leaders of France, Germany, and Italy met today in Berlin to prepare for that important summit. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is also consulting today with EU officials. The U.S. was disappointed by the British vote, but Kerry says the Obama administration will do everything it can to help in the transition.
It is my intention, in furtherance of President Obama's commitment to both the EU and the special relationship, to do everything in our power to make this transitional process as sensible and as smooth as it can be.
So, who will lead Britain through the negotiations? When will Britain trigger those talks? What will happen to the economy in the meantime? With the future so unclear, global financial markets are once again gripped in fear. Jeannie Lee is here to walk us through another rocky day on the markets we've seen we're seeing that fear being taken out on the British pound as it takes a real pounding.
It really is, and down to a fresh 31-year low against the US dollar, Andrew. And stocks across Europe are also being dumped, with banking shares really being crushed the most. Here's what we need. Barclays Bank, the stock has plunged a total of 40%, 40, in the last 2 sessions, wiping out $29 billion worth of market value just like that. It is. And several, huge losses across Europe as well. So the Royal Bank of Scotland, for example, it's lost about $16 billion US in value. Its share price is falling lower than in the 2008 recession, in fact. And the Swiss giant, Credit Suisse, has lost about a quarter of its market value, about $6 billion US. When we see banking stocks falling apart, overall confidence